Hey everybody, I'm in the Nick Mobile. This is Nick. You may remember him for that contest guessing what kind of dip he used. What is your preferred dip?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, or Copenhagen, depending on what area of the world you're from. Now he just told me that he has kissed his girlfriend with a dip in. Is that right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't care?
Not normally.
All right. Have you ever gone and then kissed her right after a spit?
I have, but I've wiped my mouth.
You gotta wipe your mouth, okay.
Yeah.
Well, my question for you is, first of all, is there anyone watching that dips that will be willing to admit it? And second, have you ever kissed your girlfriend or wife with a dip in? Because I find that to be tremendously disgusting. Not just the kissing after dip part, the whole dipping in general. Thoughts? All right. Hello! I wanted to remind everybody to get in your The World at Night video footage to me. I'll be making another viewer compilation of the world at night. In fact, here's some footage I took of Nashville right at dusk, or a little bit past dusk, but before you're not allowed to fly anymore. Beautiful, huh? I was actually about 15 feet away from a geo-fenced location because I was very close to the Nissan Stadium there. Of course, in many places, you can't fly your drone at night. So if you have any sunset or sunrise footage, I'll also accept that as well. If you're in other countries and it's just with the Wild West out there, woo, we can fly anywhere and do anything. Well, send your footage to kenheronupload at gmail.com. And I'll be including it in an upcoming compilation, or Kenpilation. Anyway, you remember this giant mural in Nashville, don't you? Here it is, all nice and completed. And the fabulous people at the Nashville Walls Project would like me to remind you, please don't go inside this building. It is off limits. That's why they have a fence. Usually if there's a fence, it's off limits. Just saying. Apparently some dum-dums have been trespassing and going inside and climbing up, but they didn't have permission like we did, so just don't do that. Be smart, don't get hurt. And besides, you live in Nashville. There's plenty of other stuff in Nashville to do. Well, that's about it for today. Kind of short video. Before I go, some people were interested in the story of my tattoos. You really want to hear about them? Really, really, really? I'm flexing. I know you can't see it, but I'm flexing. All right, well, on my left arm, I've got some VU meters here, because I am in radio. And the inventor of radio, do you know who it is? Nikola Tesla. A lot of you may think that it is Marconi. It is not. Marconi actually stole 17 of Nikola Tesla's patents to make the first radio. And that's why I have no respect for Marconi. And on the other side here, we've got a tic-tac-toe board. And what I used to do is I'd say, all right, ladies, I'll play you tic-tac-toe, and if I win, I get your phone number. Of course, I went first, so I always won. This is a Joe Rocket logo. I'm into motorcycles as well. And then just a whole bunch of circuitry and whatnot until you get to here. That is a cart. That's what we used to use in radio to play songs and commercials on. It's an infinite loop of tape. On further up my arm, I've got a couple reel-to-reel tape, reel-to-reels, and then my grandmother. You see my grandmother there? And my dog, who is blind in one eye. My grandmother, she passed away shortly after I got this, so now she will always be with me. And then, as I am a sound engineer, there is the speed of sound at sea level. On my right arm, I've got an audio waveform, and this says, "This is a tattoo." I recorded myself and then printed out the screen and had the tattoo guy do this. This was probably about 12 years ago before anyone else thought to do this. Now it's everywhere. Elsewhere on my right arm here, I've got on my throttle hand the Kawasaki symbol. Many of you might have thought that this was a K for Ken, but it's actually a K for Kawasaki, because I'm Team Green, baby, Team Green. All this stuff over here, this is an FM transmitter schematic. It's an actual schematic to an FM transmitter. Again, radio guy here. I've got the lyrics to Radio Gaga by Queen. And then, of course, up here, an antique radio. How about that? All right, now if I can show you this, I can give you an idea of why you should never put a girlfriend or a wife's name on your body. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is, right there. That is my ex-girlfriend Holly's name. She didn't like the fact that I got tattooed, so I told her I'd put your name on my arm. I said, honey, I'll put your name on my arm and it'll be there forever. Well, I knew that if I made it small enough that it would eventually go from Holly to because it smeared out with age. And I've got a couple here and then a few more on my legs, but that's for another day. Can you hear that? That's annoying. Can you sleep with one of these things in the room? Just going tickety-tock, tickety. I can't do it. I gotta take the battery out.